We were the guardians of the trust. We represented the beneficiary school systems and made sure that the trust managers, both on the land side and on the financial side, were making decisions in the best interests of the school children. It was an incredibly rewarding and hopeful job. There was not much better than spending my days making sure that our school system could have as much financial resources as possible. The creation of the trust fund office that was specifically developed in order to focus on the growth of the endowment fund. There was a prior calculation that was in the Utah Constitution that said how funds were distributed, and it didn't really make sense for the 21st century. And that change resulted in millions and millions of extra dollars going out to the school system every year. But on top of that, made the distribution more stable and more secure. On the land management side, some of the biggest things that I saw happening were land exchanges. And land exchanges are a way that the trust fund, or the trust through the land that it holds, has the ability to protect sensitive environmental areas. Through the land exchanges, the trust was able to trade those sensitive areas to the federal government. So it's really a win-win. And the more the trust can do that, the better, as far as I'm concerned, because it has the ability to protect sensitive areas and increase the money that can go into the trust at the same time. It's not just about getting as much money as you can into the school system. It's also, of course, how you spend that money. And the funds that come off of the trust fund and are distributed to each individual school go to a school community council. So every public school has what's called a school community council. It's a group of parents, teachers, and the administrators at the school who decide how to spend that money. They identify the biggest or the greatest academic need in their school, and they can direct that money to addressing whatever the concern is in their school. And teaching the parents and the teachers and the administrators how to run those meetings, how to evaluate their greatest academic needs, and how they can make a specific impact on the lives of the students in their schools really is the most rewarding part, because that's what it's all about. It's about helping kids in schools achieve their full potential and get their academic needs met. I'd like to see the involvement of the beneficiaries of the trust, the school kids and their representatives, continuing to make sure that SITLA manages the land in the best interest of the children. I've had the opportunity to participate in school community councils at my children's school, and that was incredibly rewarding for me. I got to be involved in making those allocations myself. There's so many good people who are all working in the same direction of the best interest of the trust and its beneficiaries, the students of the state of Utah. It's sort of become a family affair, this involvement in the trust and the trust funds and school community councils. And in fact, my wife recently led a school community council meeting that I believe is probably the most well-attended school community council meeting of any in history. They had over 160 people, teachers, parents, administrators from the school who came and attended the school community council. And so to be able to see the growth of the program over many years and the true buy-in by the community of a school in that process, and to see how important it is and to see what kind of an impact you can make with this trust is my trust story.